there's a trend, not even a trend, it's a habit that's been in with the online movie world ever since the days of Ain't It Cool News.
Uh-oh.
The original, online movie fan community stuff. And that is this. Make a scoop about something everybody already knows. What does that mean? Well, every once in a while, let's say, I don't know, Rocky 3 is coming out, and everybody knows there's already Rocky 4 coming. And then somebody decides to break an exclusive scoop. Rocky survives the end of Rocky 3. Well, thank you very much for that. Well, anyway, there's a long story tradition of that in the world of online film fandom. It happens quite a bit.
He didn't survive Creed 3.
Yep, and it always will. This may or may not be one of those situations, to be fair. I don't want to come down too hard, but there's a report going around. I had a whole bunch of people write to me about this morning. That, John, did you see that Tom Holland has signed up to do more Spider-Man movies?
No.
Yeah. Right? Okay, so, of course, the first question we have to ask is, was there anybody anywhere that didn't know Tom Holland was going to be in more Spider-Man movies? So,
I had no idea.
Yeah, so there is rumor going around, being reported on a couple of sites that there are reports coming out that Tom Holland has reportedly closed a deal for Spider-Man 4. And you can bring that up, Jonathan. So reportedly signed a deal for Spider-Man 4 going out there. Okay, so a couple of things I need to caution everybody with. Number one is everybody on the planet knew Tom Holland's coming back for more Spider-Man. That's not a doubt. It's just a matter of when, not if. The second thing that needs to be pointed out is this is not coming from any of the real trades. All right? It's just, this is important. This has come from a couple of Twitter feeds and then a whole bunch of secondary or third dairy, third dairy?
Third dairy, that it's a new word.
What is the third version of secondary?
Thrice.
Yes. Thrice. Thank you. Thrice. A little bit of
Welcome to England.
A little bit of Shakespeare in there. Caesar. He turned down, and not once, but not twice, but thrice. That's right. That's in there. I should remember that. But so a couple of the, let's not even say secondary, let's say the thrice level websites, kind of on the John Campea Show level, have come out and kind of repeated what they saw in the Twitter feeds. Now, that does not mean it's not true. Let's be clear about that. It doesn't mean it's not true. I just want to caution everybody that when I went and took a look at the real trades, Deadline, The Wrap, Variety, Hollywood Reporter, none of them have this right now. Again, doesn't mean it's not true. Could be. But just want to caution everybody before you get too excited about that to keep that in mind. That being said, we all know that he's coming back to play one area. The one interesting thing that's in these reports going around is that the deal does not have anything in it pertaining to Disney Plus appearances. So it says some people are going to be shocked to find out that Spider-Man's not going to be in the Daredevil series. Well, come on. Who thought Spider-Man was actually going to show up in the Daredevil series? They were not. I understand people would like to see Spider-Man show up in a Daredevil series. I get that. But nobody, come on. If you're really thinking, nobody really thought Spider-Man was going to show up in a Daredevil series. Like, they're not going to take that character and drop him on Disney Plus. And I don't think Tom Holland would agree to do it anyway. Or that they would want to use one of his contractual obligations and waste it on a Disney Plus appearance. So I don't think that's the case. And so in that regards, I think the report is probably bang on. So look, this report may be completely BS. It might be absolutely accurate. Either way, we all know that Tom Hardy is coming back for Spider-Man 4. But if it is true,
Tom Holland.
I keep saying Tom Hardy, don't I?
Although that would be pretty cool.
Tom Hardy is your new Spider-Man. It's Tom H. Tom H. Both playing Marvel characters. Cut me some slack.
I'd watch that.
Oh, yeah, Tom Hiddleston.
Wow.
But we all know that Tom Holland is coming
British.
back, right? Mm-hmm. But if this rumor is true, it could signify that return may be sooner rather than later, which is interesting. Anyway, Rob, you read these reports, you heard about all this. What do you think's going on?
Gosh, I look at the anemic box office numbers of Spider-Man No Way Home.
Pathetic, really.
Myself, yeah, really.
You can say it. Don't sugarcoat it, Rob. Pathetic.
Yeah, pathetic. Terrible.
If you don't make $3 billion, you suck.
And I just look at those numbers and I think, well, of course they're not going to make another Spider-Man.
Of course not.
I mean, that's like, is water wet? It's the most obvious thing in the world. Look, I'm excited. I don't think Tom Holland has made his best Spider-Man movie yet.
Wow.
I like the Spider-Man movies. I don't love them. And I don't know why. I think it's I don't know why. I still think I like the Raimi and even the first Andrew Garfield Spider-Man movie, Amazing Spider-Man, more than I've liked the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. And I think it's because, and this seems strange to say, but I think it's because of their connection to the rest of the MCU. It would have been nice. I think it would have been nice to have a Spider-Man. I would love to have seen like Spider-Man not so attached to the MCU. I mean, it started out with Tony Stark, you know, giving him his technology and all that. But I don't think that Tom Holland has been given his definitive Spider-Man movie yet. And I can't wait to see another Spider-Man movie, to be honest. I like the movies a lot. I don't dislike them. But I think that he's going to get... I bet you this next movie will be less gimmicky than Spider-Man No Way Home. And I think it'll probably be great.
I still think Homecoming was my favorite.
Yeah, yes.
Of the Tom Holland ones, I think Homecoming was my favorite. Far From Home, I thought was quite good, but I didn't like it as much first one. No Way Home is a great spectacle, but I still think I preferred Homecoming a little bit more.
I completely agree with you.
And to this day, I know people get really upset when I say this, but to this day, you know who's made the best Spider-Man movies? It isn't Marvel. Sony's made the best Spider-Man movies. Spider-Man 2 is still arguably, you know, for some people, still a top 5 comic book movie. For me, it's a top 10. I think Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse might be the best Spider-Man movie I've ever seen.
I agree.
So it's always kind of funny that way. But I think Tom Holland has been. I've liked all 3 of his movies. I think he's a wonderful Peter Parker Spider-Man, and I think pretty much the whole world thinks that.
I agree. But I've really liked Tom Holland in. This is weird to say after what I've just said, but I've really liked his appearances in the other Marvel movies. Like I loved him in Civil War. I love that.
Yeah, that was a great introduction.
And I loved him in Infinity War too. You know, I loved seeing him, you know, that as Ebony Maw's rocket is rocketing out of the atmosphere and he's stuck on the outside. Like, what am I going to do? You know, what am I going to do? I loved all that stuff. So I'm glad he's back, and I want him to be in other MCU movies.
Well, whether he is back or not.
Oh, right. We don't know.
We don't know. But come on, let's face it. Even if the report isn't true, he's going to be back.
Yes.
Anyway, question is for you guys. What do you think about this? Are you excited for Tom Holland's return? What have you thought about his movies up until this point? Do you think we could see him sooner rather than later? Do you think that despite all odds that maybe he might pop up in a Daredevil series? Whatever you guys are thinking about it, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of this episode, Amazon Pharmacy. Now, if you're anything like me, you dread going to the pharmacy. You never know what the hours are. You never know what you're going to pay. You're worried about being stuck in a huge line. And that's why you're going to love Amazon Pharmacy. Amazon Pharmacy delivers a better pharmacy experience that delivers directly to your door and works with most insurance plans. Amazon Pharmacy helps you save time, save money, and stay healthy. There's transparent pricing so you'll know exactly what you'll pay before you pay it. Prime members can also save up to 80% on their prescriptions. And like I mentioned earlier, Amazon Pharmacy works with most insurance plans. And this is one of the best parts. If you ever have any questions or problems, real pharmacists are always available at Amazon Pharmacy no matter what time of day or night. Your medication gets delivered to your door, so there's no more rushing out to the store hoping to get there before they close. Amazon Pharmacy is a pharmacy that works for your life, with meds delivered to your door. It doesn't get any better than that. Switch to Amazon Pharmacy and save time, save money, and stay healthy. Learn more at amazon.com/Campea. That's amazon.com/Campea. Average savings based on usage and Inside RX data as compared to cash prices. Average savings for all generics are 78%, 37% for select brand medications. Restrictions apply.